Hello, Virgo. This is your channel messages for the 20th of July. Virgo, here and now, it's time for celebration. We finally figured it out. Yeah. That all our dreams have no limitation. That's what it's all about. Come on now. Everyone is special in their own way. We keep each other strong. We're not the same. We're different in our own way. Together's where we belong. We're all in this together. Once we know that we are stars and we see it. Where is Kenny Ortega? Jesus fucking Christ. Where the fuck is Kenny Ortega? Where are you? Where you at? Kenny Ortega ain't even done High School Musical in a couple years now. Huh? Where he at? Where is Kenny Ortega? Help, we need some people in the building. Virgo, I'm getting something about high school. I'm getting something about teenagers. I'm not sure if this is you're trying to build another High School Musical project. Again, you're trying to build something to include or to get the attention of a lot of teenagers. I don't think if High School Musical was done in 2026, the teenagers would gravitate to it. Them too corrupt right now. Them into other things right now. But definitely when I was a teenager, High School Musical was the biggest thing. I'm getting something about high school. Maybe somebody want to go back to high school, undercover. Maybe you're there to report bullying, drug use, vape use. Okay, I'm getting somebody needs you to be a student in them school, but I don't think you're going there to pass exams. I think you're going there to observe, watch, and report, and maybe to intercept in certain things that happened. So I'm getting go undercover, like 21 Jump Street. You're getting you're an old person, but then when dress you up as a high schooler, I make you go to high school to be around high school kids. I'm not sure why they're planting you there, but I'm getting something about influencing high school. If it's not the high schoolers, you're trying to influence younger than them, okay? It could definitely be something about a musical. It could be something about Broadway or performing live. And if that's not it, I'm getting Kenny Ortega. Where is Kenny? Where Kenny at? Kenny, where you at? Where you at, Kenny? Let's go ahead and go into your reading, okay? Let's see what's happening for you. Virgo, I'm getting some about high school, or I'm getting Virgo. We're all in this together. Once we know where we are stars, and we see it. We're all in this together as we stand, hand to hand. Make our dreams come through. Come on now. Okay? Come on. Wildcats in the house. Let's go. Ha! Let's go, Virgo. First card out is the number 5. So I'm getting 5 is your lucky number. All right. We also have Muslim. This card is trending. Okay. We'll include the Muslims. Okay. We're all in this together. Once Allah know that we are stars. Allah sees it. We're all in this together. Once we show where we stand hand in hand. Allah make our dreams come true. Come on now. Right. So I'm getting something about that. I'm not sure. Is music and dancing permitted in Muslim cultures? I don't think so. Unless you're singing praises to Allah. We also have God. Okay, so we have Muslim, we have God, and we have 5. This is great. We also have Saturn. Saturn rules Capricorn. Saturn also rules karma. And we also have the number 2. So tell him text me $25. Adia me daddy now left a fee another. I'm getting 25. Getting 25. I'm getting 52. No, 25-year-olds would not be in high school. Chances are they may be in college. Maybe somebody is sending them back to college. Maybe it's college school musical. It could be college. 25. That sounds like college. We have Muslim, we have God, and we have Saturn. Let's go ahead and go into your one more. We have angels. Yeah. Me getting somebody want you go undercover. As a Muslim, I don't know what go. Me getting somebody want you go undercover. Me getting you go back to school. Or me don't know if somebody are trying to push back your age so you seem younger like a high schooler. Me don't know. Me getting them a push back your age. I don't know if them trying to make high schoolers target you. They should be very wary of that, because if you're an older man or older woman and for some reason them a mix you up with high schoolers and high schoolers feel like them. No, I know that the young G's, the young girls, young guys, me know them wild no blood clot. But sometimes when high schoolers think you and them at the same age, they will approach you like them friend them in a school. And if you're older, you will box them down. I don't know about you. I don't know about you, Brody. Me I tell you about me, Brody. Me I tell you about where me come from. Sometimes when you're an old man and you're an older woman, and sometimes the high school and them can't get you eat. Like you will look like them. You will look young like them. Or they will be like, yeah, and then you know what, they will be on the sidewalk, they will be on the street, and them because them round them friend. Sometimes them in a uniform, bad man behavior. Me don't know if it's high school kids bullying you. We have Muslim here. Maybe you have a college or high school and them a bully you because you don't drink. You're not joining a fraternity. You're not fucking down the college campus. So maybe you feel like you get bullied or you feel like you get outcast. Well, just friend other Muslim people. I'm sure there's a Muslim community in. No? I don't know. We're getting God, angel. So you're definitely on the right track. College, it could be college. We have 25. That sound like 25-year-old sound like college. That's not high school. I'm getting them more you go back to high school. Or something. I don't know if something about there some 20. I'm getting some about your age. So and Virgo, you're the pilgrim. You're very wise. You're older. You have way more knowledge. It could be something about going back to college or going back to high school to mentor younger ones. Okay, because you have knowledge, because you've been through a pilgrimage already. All right. If that's not it, I'm getting something about you and some college people or high schoolers. I'm getting you and these people are not the same age, Virgo. You was an older man, you was a bigger, you will box them down. You know, if a little 16-year-old, 20-year-old want to talk too much to you, Virgo, you will slap them across their face. You don't give a fuck. Same if it's a girl, you'll do the same fucking shit, Virgo, because you're the old wise man. First of all, you haven't been around society in a very long time. You're isolated and you're locked away. So if a high schooler or if a college person come to you aggressive just for shake you, you're not gonna know. It's like a high schooler fucking with you. And them do this to you. Come on, man. Virgo, you're isolated. You're not around people. You don't know body language and body behavior with the new generation. If a person lunge at you, even if it's a high schooler making a joke, bitch, you're gonna punch him in the face. You don't know the difference between if it's dangerous or not. But the high schooler will joke with you. He might hit you, he might not hit you, he might try to bully and intimidate you because he's a young high schooler. Him not gonna really, yes, them will get into fights. But when them a pick on you, they're more into them not gonna touch you. They're more into shouting, screaming slurs, or kind of gaslighting you into thinking they're gonna hit you. Virgo, you're old. Once the high schooler or once the college person start raise their voice or do this at you, you're gonna box them down. And I'm not going to fault you for that, Virgo, because again, you haven't been in contact with human society in a very long time. You don't know if this meant intimidation or if this mean they're gonna hit you. You're just gonna hit back. So let's go ahead and go into your reading. See what's happening for you. It could be something about a lot of fights in the high school or a lot of fighting in college. Me getting somebody, Virgo, me getting you want somebody to go back to school. Me getting something about Muslim here. I'm not sure if maybe something about Muslim people finding it hard to integrate into school. Maybe a professor is a bully. Maybe even though you're Muslim and you wear a hijab, you're a fucking professor. The fucking teacher of the fucking class, them are the racist shit near you. Let's go. First card out is the High Priestess. So I'm getting something about a Cancer, a tarot reader, or a psychic. All right. We have angels and God here. Okay, in this depiction, she have two. So I'm getting something about nuns. Nun. Somebody could be Catholic. Yeah, me getting them need you for them need you to them need a watching eye somewhere. Is this Catholic? Okay, Muslim. Is this something like Catholic school? Me getting the whole of the professor them dress covered. You go in Catholic school, you go in boarding school, or me getting one Muslim school and the teachers them, all of them dress up. Them look like nuns, them head covered, them face covered, them body covered. Me getting something about the school you're going to. It could be as, or me don't know if them can source a school. There has to be schools here that only accept Muslim kids. You don't have to integrate your Muslim kids with kids here who don't worship the same thing, even though because your kid will go to school wearing a hijab. You getting me? But the school is not going to teach a kid anything based on the principles of being Muslim. The school going to teach a kid. The school is not influencing a kid, but your school going to teach the kid everything of Western culture. The only way you can have a strong connection to the child's faith is if that is strengthened at home. Because when you send them to school, them don't talk about that faith. Them don't even talk about believing in God half of the time. But your daughter or your son will spend 8 hours a day at school, and you're expecting them, when them come home, sleep, eat at home, and play at home, you're expecting them to have a stronger character to Allah than the 8 hours them there at school. Because school not going to teach them nothing about sticking to them religion. You're going to teach them to act like a Western world kid. So I'm getting, maybe I withdraw your kid from a certain school, send them to a special school, because I'm getting, you need them faith to not be tampered with while them learn. It could be something like that. We have the Knight of Swords. We're getting something about a transfer. We have the Page of Knave of Wands. We have the Three of Cups, and we also have the King of Swords. It could also be something about a religious group, something about a play, like a play. Again, it could be a very retarded question for me to ask because I don't know. It could be something about like me getting like a play with like Muslim women is a play. Me getting something creative in the space of Muslim women only. I don't think. Okay, wait. Let me check. Let me check. Yeah, because I'm getting something about dancing, singing around other women. Me getting is like a play or it's like a performance, but me getting it's only with women. No, again, me don't know nothing about your religion, but me getting like, okay, according to Google say, just reciting, in Islam, okay, singing and dancing for women depends on the audience and the environment. Generally, these activities are permitted in private or strictly among other women or close family members, provided that the lyrics are clean and the proper body is the body is covered. No, she don't look like she don't want covering right now. She look like she don't want swimsuit top, right? But at the same time, me getting something like production, like is a production house for Muslim people. No, me know like on 90 Day Fiance and these reality TV shows, it's incorporating more Muslim women. 90 Day Fiance, the girl from Trinidad she come from, she like the hit. she had a head covering. So it could be something about putting Muslim. Okay, it could be something about representation, Virgo. Me getting you putting Muslim women on the forefront, like what Nike and Adidas did when they was trying to sponsor Nike and Adidas, one of these companies start having sportswear for Muslim women. Them start have sportswear hijab. Them start make the uniform more covered for Muslim women. Okay, so me getting representation. I'm getting you don't want to integrate with other religions, but you want representation to be shown. Example, on commercials, you want to see more women doing normal activities with a hijab on. But because the high priestess is here, so I'm getting on saying that even though we are women who usually very secretive and you don't know what our private lives are like, we want to be represented in the public. But the public, how are you going to be represented in the? It's like you're trying to say we want everybody to see that we're just like you guys. Yeah, but we're not permitted to see what happens behind closed doors. In Western culture, whether you want to put it online or not, it's not against religion to know what is permitted while the doors are closed. In your religion, you're not supposed to talk about your business this way. But my guessing is like Muslim women on reality TV, Muslim women, the Real Housewives, Muslim women in ads. It's like it's being said when I want to integrate where if Disney Channel came back, you want to see a Muslim girl there. You know, I guess you're gonna want representation. You want to see women with in hijab in spaces and them don't look weird. Them look like in norm. If we can have a production, if Kenny Ortega would come back with High School Musical, and in High School Musical there was a woman in a hijab and she had a role, you know, to play in this musical, and I don't know about dancing, but I'm just saying, me getting you saying that if you could see other Muslim women being represented on TV, it would be more accepting to people who are not Muslim. And I don't think that's true. Because while you're a Muslim woman, people who are not Muslim, they're not permitted to see what happened behind closed door when it comes down to you. You're not permitted to dance and sing, which is a basic average activity a female do in Western world. If you look on YouTube, I be dancing and singing. If you go look on YouTube, you also have content creators who are doing reaction videos to other people's messy lives, even though them have on a hijab. But me getting school, it could be something about a Muslim teacher, maybe the teacher Muslim. Because you're gonna say when you want people to be more comfortable with this. You have nothing for fear. It's just religion. Yeah, but that's usually what you use to instill fear in people, is to say you're not following the right religion. Is to say God don't love you. Is to say you're not doing what you're supposed to do. So when you have a religious attire on, even teaching a classroom of kids who are not religious, them feel judged. Because you have on religious attire. If you're in a Pope uniform teaching a classroom, the kids them would kind of feel weird too, because you're in religious attire. So they will tell you don't bring politics to school, you don't bring sexuality to school, you don't bring religion to school. But if you're at school and your teacher gay, or if your teacher have a hijab on, or if your teacher support Magna, it's gonna confuse the fucking kids. Because the kids, usually those are the three things you don't bring to school. You don't bring politics, you don't bring religion, and you don't bring sexuality to school. It's gonna distract everybody. But me getting something about you're not trying to be a distraction with your covering on, but me getting try to integrate for people for don't feel that awkward around you. It's just clothes. That's all it is. It's not anything weird. If you touch it, it's not going to catch a fire. It's just clothes. I'm getting that's what you're trying to make Western world people who you're integrating with see. So again, going back to a media house production like High School Musical or something on TV where kids can see and relate themselves to, I'm getting gonna want to incorporate that way. Some about God, or am I getting something about a media house? On a Muslim is a Muslim, something about a lot of Muslim women, like reality TV. On following the life of these women. Let's go. We have a Tower card. Alrighty. We also have the Two of Swords. We have the Judgment card. We have the Wheel of Fortune, and we also have the Knave, the Page, the Knave of Swords. Virgo. So Virgo, again, you're the Pilgrim. I'm also getting something about virginity. Virgo, I'm gonna know how that come in. Let me getting you walk. Are you walking around a college campus asking girls at what age they break them virginity? Me getting some about virgin is something about Islam, Muslim women's innocence. Like I don't know what the average age a Muslim woman loses her virginity compared to the average age of Western women losing them virginity. I'm getting something about you try for Virgo. I don't know what you do. I'm getting you're a pilgrim and you try to get into a sector. I don't know if you act Muslim for getting. Maybe you put on one hijab and you put on one covering and you tell people say you're Muslim to infiltrate a sector. I'm not sure why you want that beef. But I'm getting something about a production with high school people or college people. I'm getting you need somebody to be there as a watching eye for kind of report or intercept things that are happening. I'm also getting it have something to do with some Muslim people. Unless this is like the not the cliche, but the common thing we hear Muslim women talking about them go school and people are trying to drag them hijab off. Or them go school and boys them cut them hijab. You know, it could be something like that. So it could be something about putting a kid or putting a daughter in a school where all of the girls them Muslim, just for her to be more comfortable, rather than you putting her in a school that is not that way. And them want to see her here. Let me see her here, no, let me see her here. What the fuck you want to see me here for? Them a drag off her hijab to see her here. The guys them a walk past and a hold her hijab and a cut it with scissors. It could be something like that, Virgo. Or something like that happened to your daughter. I'm getting you don't give a fuck. You're willing to knock out a high schooler because them decide to cut or drag off your daughter hijab. Something like that. We have God here. So I'm getting you're on the right path. 25 though. There's something significant about the number 25. Okay. I'm going to leave it here. We're going to the next reading. So I will be back.